What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today. Comments and concerns, of course, too, are on the video posted 3 goddamn weeks ago. Who's leaving the scene first? Cannibal Corpse or Deicide? 127 fucking comments. See what the fuck we got in there. All the way to the bottom. All the way at the bottom. None other than Joe goddamn Deacons. And he's got a question mark. Question. What are some good slam bands? Most of the stuff I hear is uninteresting or homeboy hardcore mosh metal with brawling. And I agree with Sewer Vomit. Slam Worldwide is pretty horrible stuff. Yeah, I mean, so I think the bands that I mentioned most about, like that I would consider good. So put in the comments what you guys think. Do you consider Devourment Molesting the Decapitated a slam record? See, I just considered it a brutal death metal record. Now it's got some of those parts, I agree, but is it a full blown slam record? I don't know. Don't know, kind of don't care. I like it. So if you're asking me that, I like. Um, I don't know if I said in a video too. I recently listened to the new Devourment album. Well, the last one that I did. I thought it was pretty good. I was definitely surprised. I definitely thought it was better than some of the other previous ones, to be honest with you. Because what Molesting, I mean, it definitely wasn't as good as Molesting Decapitated. Molesting Decapitated is great, and then the 138 disc was great with the demo and the song Baby Killer. After that, I've been looking at their discography lately. What is there? Butcher of the Week is next, right? Is there Unleash the Carnivore? I have a picture disc of that. I have to go back and listen to it. And then I have I think Obscene Majesty or whatever the hell it is. I remember not liking that one, but I have an LP of it. I think there's one in there I haven't heard, but the new one I thought was pretty good because it has the original vocal, well, the Ruben or whatever the fuck his name is on the first album, singing again, and his voice was pretty damn close. It sounded like, yeah, not as good, but definitely was. It sounded like Devourment. I was kind of surprised. So Devourment, a fucking band. I actually just went and fucking bought the disc on eBay too. It's fucking downstairs. I was listening to it because I stumbled across a track on YouTube while I was doing some cardio. It was just what was recommended. It's a band Amputated from the United Kingdom, and I specifically like their second album. I can't even think of it. It's got that cool ass fucking cover. It's like they're pulling this rotten body under like acid fluids or something. The first song on there is called Slam Pig. So whatever that album's called, I just literally got it. I thought that was fucking great. It literally sounded like Devourment, Prostitute Disfigurement, and some Dying Fetus. Those 3, and I really enjoyed that disc. I YouTubed a couple songs off their others. Even the first album, I was like, it's pretty good, but I didn't think it was as good. And I especially liked the vocals on the Amputated. It had like almost like a fucking pig being slaughtered is the way I could say it, or just a fucking pig eating on bodies. Like which I thought the intro was cool too, because anybody that knows anything about me movie wise, they know I like the movie Snatch a lot. Really good movie. And Bricktop, the guy that feeds people to fucking pigs. That was his name, right? That was the old guy, Bricktop. Feeds fucking, he's like a mobster guy, right? He feeds fucking, when they kill someone, how they dispose of the body, they feed them the pigs. Anyways, the song Slam Pig was the opening song on the record. They used an intro from Snatch with Bricktop talking about how cutting up the body and feeding the pigs. So I thought that was cool, and that stood out to me. But so whichever album that is. But anyways, with the fact that the song was called Slam Pig and singing about pigs eating people and shit, presumably so. Anyways, just some of the vocal parts sounded like a goddamn pig in a cage eating on a body, and some of the squeals and shit. Not to say that no one else has done it, but the overall guttural growl reminded me a lot of Prostitute Disfigurement, the first album. That's the only one on Ball Madness, which I think is a great fucking brutal death metal record. I remember the second one being okay, but the first one I thought was just so fucking catchy and memorable and very, very good. But Amputated was, and it's funny because Severed Records put out the Amputated, and most of the stuff Severed. I think the album came out and I looked at it in 2009. It's funny too because I even looked at Hell's Headbangers History. We actually had the disc at one point. Just like I said, can't listen to everything, right? So I literally bought it. I think I bought it on eBay for like $30, including postage, because it's out of print, can't find it. But I really enjoyed it. So very rarely do I stumble across, like I said, a style of music like that I like a new band by that I haven't heard, but thoroughly enjoyed that. And usually Severed stuff, like I was getting at before I cut myself off, is Severed Records. A lot of stuff I'm just like, I was like, I don't really like it. I was like, it's just another one of these brutal bands or slam bands in the modern style. I was like, the prime era for that was like 97 to fucking 2003. After that, it was just kind of getting fucking ridiculous. But there's bands here and there that fell through the cracks, like this Amputate disc. I thought it was really, really good. So I think they would fall into that category because they got some of those kind of slammy parts. But yeah, like the main thing that stuck out to me, I love the vocals, and it was just the songs were catchy. Like they didn't blur together. AKA Disgorge fucking Sheila Gutted. Even though I like the record, I was like, these songs fucking blur together. They just flat out do it. Sounds like one long goddamn song. With the Amputated, no, I was like, I could tell the songs apart. I think that's what I enjoyed it too. I could tell them apart, and it was catchy. I think that's why I really liked the Prostitute Disfigurement album when it first came out so much too, is because it was so over the top brutal with those killer fucking vocals. I was like, but the songs are not repetitive at all. Like I could tell them all apart. So them, if you want to call it for slam bands, but other than that, yeah, who could you kind of put Dying Fetus in there then? Because I got that fan base. Anyways, Suffocation. I'm just saying that this to cover all tracks before some fucking I know some idiot's gonna put in the comments like Suffocation's a slam band. Well, I think they're considered some fucking slam band when goddamn Human Waste and Effigy of the Forgotten came out. But whatever, it's all bases. People say fucking Butchered at Birth and Tomb and Mutilated, the goddamn Swamp to Gore is not brutal death metal. So I don't know what. Just try to cover all fucking territories. So if you consider those slam, I like those too. Outside of that, I'm sure there's a band or somebody I'm kind of forgetting about. I'm trying to think maybe another Corpse Gristle band back in the day, like Centauri. They were good, not great, but good. Prophecy, Foretold, Foreseen. That disc is really good. I'm just throwing these in there. I considered them brutal death metal. To be honest with you, back then I don't even know if the word slam was around. If it was, I didn't. It went over my head. I didn't start hearing that term until about 2008, 2009, 2010. So bands like that, those are bands that I like. Those are bands that I own discs by. And if you consider them slam, that's what I like. Outside that, I'm drawing a blank. God damn it. Two Cups is back. 2 cups of garlic butter. See what the fuck he's got to say. J Diesel, do you think you are maybe too open minded about metal music? I don't know. Not according to the fucking devils. They say I'm too goddamn fucking close minded, that I'm a gatekeeper and all that shit. So it's kind of funny you think that. Can't please everybody then, right? You said stuff didn't suck, but also did nothing for you. To me, if it does nothing for me, then just say it sucks. I'll tell you if something sucks. Ruins of Everast fucking suck. I said that. Um, what was the other fucking band in Van Right? I'm talking bands that straight up fucking to me suck. The goddamn anal cunt fucking demos rehearsals, virtually unfucking listenable. That fucking sucked. I think Vlad Tepes sucks. I think Mutilation sucks. I think most of the bands in that style fucking suck. A lot of the slam shit, I think that shit fucking sucks. Because we're just talking about slam. Most I heard, I'm like, yeah, this fucking sucks. But no, when I hear something like did nothing for me, like 200 stab wounds, I'm not trying to be politically correct. I don't think it sucks. I thought it was okay, and I just thought it was okay. It just didn't blow my fucking socks off. So that's the honest truth. If something sucks, I'll straight up tell you. Morbid Angel, Ilulu, whatever, that sucks. Heretic was pretty much sucked. I thought it was boring as fuck for the most part. Who's another band that didn't do it? What's a recent album that just came out that I thought fucking sucked? They're a bigger band. Did it came back to a new album? These ones I checked out, I can't think of something that sucked. I'm trying to think of something I played recently too that I actually shut off. There was somebody I didn't finish it. I shut it off midway through. Like this fucking sucks. But it was a band I didn't know of. I didn't hear of them at the time. Drawing a blank, but what are you talking about? Say shit sucks all the time. If I think it sucks, I'll tell you. I don't give a flying fuck. If it does nothing, but yeah, if it does nothing for me, because when I say that, it's like because I'm like, it's doing nothing for me. I was like, but I don't think it sucks. I can see why someone would like this. Some of the shit, Ruins of Everest or Beverthrast or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. What I heard, when I said it sucks, I literally don't see how anyone could like it. Literally, I don't get it. I'm like, I don't know how anyone could like this. Why straddle a fence? Brah? What do you think? Just told you what I think. I think it sucks. Not to mention, next guy, he's bringing up the Pantera and Slipknots again. I think all that shit fucking sucks. Pantera, Slipknot, Tool, I think is virtually unlistenable, at least from what I remember hearing. All that shit sucks, right? Harry Quinn, J-Dog, when you had long hair, did you ever get annoying baby boomers asking you about classic rock bands? I get it all the time. I never get any annoying Pantera Slipknot types asking about metal, but just dads asking me about dad rock. I have gotten that, but you know what? I don't think I got it when I had long hair when I was younger. I get it now. Like, let's just say you're like Lindsay and I are at like a bar slash restaurant having a dinner, just kind of having like a night out just together, just the two of us. And if you're kind of like, you know how you get bump elbows every now and then, which I don't like, and is actually at the fucking Panini's douche bar. To be honest with you, the last time. So this was a while ago, like 2, 3 years ago, probably pre-COVID for sure. So 2018, 2019, I would say sounds about right. But an older guy, biker guy, long haired, yeah, he's rubbing elbows because I don't know, said hi or hello or whatever. Music got mentioned or something. So now he's talking music and he starts talking about rock and stuff like that. And even him, I just played the litmus test. So you had long hair, looked like a biker guy. Everybody would just probably give this guy a pass, but I'm just like, I even threw out bands like, oh yeah, well most of the stuff I like, you're not gonna like. And I was like, maybe. Do you know who Venom is? Merciful Fates. Who else did I mention that you should have heard of? I didn't bother mentioning Motorhead because they don't give you a goddamn pass. I think maybe I mentioned Motorhead, like I do like them. I'm sure you know who they are. But anyways, you didn't even know who fucking Venom or Merciful Fate was. Never even heard of them. I mean, in all honesty, like if you're that age, what do you mean you haven't heard? That to me, honestly, those guys are the posers for their times. It kind of tells me you're not a music fan. Here's what you are, dude. You're a I liked what the radio, the mainstream jammed down my fucking throat fan. That's what I am. I like the ZZ Tops, the Led Zeppelins, the Van Halens, even the Black Sabbaths, just the Deep Purples, the Rush. Not saying there's anything wrong with those bands. Obviously, guys know me. I love Sabbath, shit like that. What I'm saying is though, because they play it on the radio, the AC/DCs, and that's all he's mentioning. It's like, no, so you're not a music fan, dude. You're a guy. You're out in the fucking garage on a Saturday, working on your bike, tuning it up, and you got the radio playing, not records, because you don't own any Aerosmith records. You don't own any ZZ Top records. That's another thing. Like most of those guys are fucking posers too. That listen to that kind of music. I would say 90 fucking 5% of them that you meet are total fucking posers. If you're a Van Halen fan or you're an Aerosmith fan, why don't you own their albums? What and especially don't give me that crap I downloaded something like that. Physical formats totally of your era. You were around listening to music before I was even fucking born, so don't give me that crap. This digital download fucking nonsense is for two types of people. Digital download is for two people. New fucking youngians that just don't know any goddamn battle, don't know what the greatness is, so they want to waste their money on stupid shit like sneakers and cars and whatever the fuck else they piss their money away on. So whatever, so they got no technical real hobby or passion. And number two is fucking lost my train of thought. Who the fuck's number two? Number one is the goddamn Clueless Young Bucks. Oh yeah, number two is fucking non-real music fans, to be honest with you, or not like passionate or like kind of want to archive it, I guess you should say. Because I guess if you are downloading, at least if you're paying for it, let's say you're downloading and paying for an Aerosmith record, you want the whole record, then maybe you do like music because they're at least listening to it. But they have no interest in collecting music. Maybe they're a fucking 45-year-old dad and then just they have their wife and kids and they can't afford physical format and can't store it. Then that kind of fair enough. But it's for those two. It's for those two groups of people. Outside that, get fucking lost. You're not a goddamn music fan. If your source of music is listening to the fucking gay ass fucking radio, you are not a fucking music fan. So what? Okay, you like Black Sabbath? They play like what 4, 5, 6 different Black Sabbath songs. What the fuck? Do they even play anything on the radio off Sabotage? I'm just picturing memories like when my dad would listen to the radio and stuff. When we're on the road and stuff. Because I don't listen. I haven't heard the radio. Full disclosure, I'm not even exaggerating. Other than when I kind of worked at Dupley Systems and some doink playing in the fucking background here and there. I haven't heard the radio. I'm not even exaggerating since I was probably like 13, 14 years old. So 23, 24 years ago. So I don't know. So if they play songs off Sabotage and Never Say Die, then I stand fucking corrected. But what all I heard, I can tell you the songs I remember hearing, like as a kid. Sweet Leaf, NIB, Paranoid. I don't even think they played Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I don't think I maybe heard Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. War Pigs. About it. I'm sure I'm maybe thinking one or two things because I'm even thinking trying to think did they play like the Wizard? I don't recall hearing it. Not saying no station has, but for the most part, they played the shit I just said. Say a band like Aerosmith, will they play 5, 6 different fucking songs? So yeah, you bump it. Those guys. I gotta say it. Yeah, you're right. Those fucking guys, those old fuckers. And here's the thing: is those canoes you can't really talk to because they're stubborn in their ways because they're the guy. I mean, he had been 50, 55, some of that age. He is considerably older than me. So in his mind, what is this young know? What is he telling me? What is he? Technically, I shouldn't be telling you shit. Yeah, you should be schooling me all day, up and down, left and right. But that ain't the fucking case. Don't even know who the fucking Venom of Merciful Fate is. At the very beginning, before I again cut myself off. What do you mean you're 50? Let's say you're 55 years old. What do you mean you never, and you're a music fan. What do you mean you never heard of fucking Merciful Fate and Venom? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Maybe you put it on and like, well, I'm technically Catholic and these scary fucking satanic lyrics are scaring me away. Okay, fair enough. That's at least a reasonable statement. Or, I just didn't like it, didn't rock out enough. Okay, fair enough. But what do you mean you never heard of them? There's no goddamn fucking reason in the world other than you just are a music fan. Because what the fuck are you talking about? And even things like Exciter, Heavy Metal Maniac, Unveiling the Wicked, just, all the early names. Like, that should be up your fucking up. If you're a guy of the like I just described, walking around in fucking leathers, I'm a tough guy, fucking biker, fucking Hell's Angels, blah, blah, blah. And I listen to rock, man. Fucking listen to rock. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll lifestyle, dude. Long hair, everything. Kind of, you almost kind of should like those bands, the Motorheads and stuff like that, or at least think it's decent, or at the very fucking least heard it because it might have been up your alley and you're a music fan. If you haven't, it's because you're not a fucking music fan. You're not buying records. And again, we already clarified digital download. Don't even give me that shit. It didn't even exist back then, stuff like that. So you can't give me that crap. No, you're just listening to what the fuck's on the radios because they're not music fucking fans. So in a sense, never really talked about those guys. Fuck them too. You know what I mean? Bunch of fucking posers as well. But they're even more so annoying because at least the goddamn Tool, Cold Chamber, and fucking Slipknot canoes, there's just some dumbass kid that he's got his head so far up his ass he hasn't seen the light of day. Just doesn't know what the fuck's going on. These 55-year-old grown goddamn man should fucking know better. And then he's going to pull the goddamn John McClane fucking from Die Hard fucking nobody's better than me or knows better than me bullshit fucking look on you when you try to tell them otherwise. You know what I mean? So yeah, fuck them too. If you don't collect records and shit like that and you're 55 or older, get fucking lost. You listen to the goddamn radio, brah. Unless you're the dad guy or whatever who's living, like I explained before, limited income, limited time, wife's nagging you, but you at least want to listen to music, so you digital download because you want the whole album. That's at least acceptable answer. But I haven't heard fucking Welcome to Hell and you're 55. Get the fuck lost. Fucking poser. Just listen to goddamn Aerosmith on the radio. You know 4 songs by them, but you claim you're a goddamn fan. You're not even an Aerosmith fan. Just shut the fuck up. Charlie, goddamn it, don't be turning down that curtain. Charlie going goddamn crazy about the deceased coffin. Distributive call points. Nope. J-Dog, Morbid Angel has had the same lineup for the last 5 years now. 5 years is yesterday, brah. You know what makes my dick itch more than fucking a lot of things. Let's just say that. And I notice it's more and more common too with grown men because it used to be a kids thing where people like. It's funny. My uncle who's dead now. He brought it up. he brought this up like 5-6 years ago. He's like, man, it just busts me up when he probably said this. This is probably about the year. I think Lindsay and I are already married. So let's say 2016, 2017. Because I know I was at a party where we're both sitting there. And I think even like maybe Chase or Eric were sitting there. Or it was Craig. One of them were sitting there. But it was definitely me and Lindsay. And my uncle's like, I always find it funny when you get these young people, they're like, way back in way back in fucking 2005. And keep on saying this is 2016. He's like, 2005? The fuck are you talking about? That was like yesterday. He's like, back in 2005. He's like, I literally remember the 70s. So, I mean, that's excessive. So I get saying, but I guess so. I hear kids, but I mean, grown men are saying this now too. But I know his kids did that kind of when he was insinuating, which he probably looked at me as a kid too. He was like in his 60s at the time he said it. They'll say like back in 2019. What do you mean back in 2019? That literally feels like, I'm not even exaggerating, last month to me. Last fucking month. Like that doesn't seem like a long time ago at all. So 5 years. They had the same lineup for 5 years. What are you talking about, lineup changes? They got a fuckload of lineup changes. Changing more than their goddamn fucking underwear. And, okay, been around 5 years. Back 5 years. What's 5 years ago? Back in 2017. Okay, wasn't that just like last week? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, 5 years. That ain't fucking jack shit. You haven't done fucking nothing. So, yeah, fuck those guys. They changed their fucking lineup more than their goddamn underwear. And quite frankly, this shit sucks now, too. Why did I didn't even listen to the last record. I had zero fucking interest to it. After I heard fucking Cross the Line since 1989, Killer Cup, Killer Cup, I'm just like, I don't even need to hear anymore. This is fucking gay as shit. Don't, like, because it was one thing if it was just some brand new band coming out saying shit like that. You're like, oh, whatever. Right? This is kind of cheeseball central. But the Mighty Morbid Angel, Ultras of Madness, Blessed Are the Sick, Thy Kingdom Come, and they're fucking. This is what they're doing now. Woo-wee! Was I disappointed? So yeah, no, fuck these traitors and Pokemon fucking Trey Azagoth. I can't even stomach looking at that guy at this point. The fuck do I want to listen to anything by them before? Now, if they did an album and everybody's like, holy fuck, man, it's like Altars fucking part 2, I would check it out. I mean, because the music comes first. So if they did something awesome, and if it was Altars number 2, I'd go pick it up. But I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. It's just going to fucking suck. Or what they're doing now. You know, my predictions, I heard people say, oh, no, they're back to task on the last album they put out. Dude, I can already picture now. I guarantee you it's mediocre, fucking overpolished, goddamn 2020s death metal with Trigger to Hell all fucking drums. Hell, is even Pete Sandoval even on it? That's just generic as fuck. I bet anything that's it's something along those fucking lines. It's like, yeah, I haven't heard, didn't care. So, anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, you know what the fuck to do. Put them in the goddamn comments box, and I'll get them answered bright and early in the morning. Later, goddammit.